Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, and we're raking pastures and waterways. So right now, I'm in our 7810 with our rake, going to a waterway for it to get raked, or two waterways. Waterways are kind of hard because they're small and you can't, and there's not enough room to turn around in, so they're hard to rake. And with this rake, you can't turn sharp, otherwise you tear up your rear tires. Waterway, you gotta go between a rock pile and thorn, as you can tell, as you could have thought. Okay, so I just filmed a clip with the radio on. I'm stupid. So that's a junk clip. So we got the first waterway done, and that's a decent size with a long one and a short one. So now we're in another, it's like a medium waterway that we have to do right now. And then this medium one leads into a wider waterway that we're gonna rake after this, that just flows right into it. I'll see you once we get set up and going again. Okay, so we're back. We are almost done with this waterway. Then we'll move on to this longer, thicker waterway. Now we're just gonna turn around, drive up there, so then we just, no, we're gonna start down here, and then we're going to brake up, so then we turn back, then we turn around down there, and then we will brake a path down, so then we're end up down here. Up there. got cut Friday afternoon. So it was able to sit all weekend. No, today's Tuesday, sorry, not Wednesday. I'm totally off. Right now we are going 5 miles an hour. We normally go about 6, so we're pretty close. This stuff must have been really tall because this is thick. Okay, now we gotta turn around, which is the tricky part. Raking, and then we'll get lined up and go back down. path shouldn't be as thick as the last one was. So we'll just go back down and then move on to our big pasture. So I'm in our big pasture now, and then I'm almost done. I'm on short rows, and then I turn around, get on the row, and then I go like halfway. I'm almost done. I look back, and there's just a big, huge clump of grass behind. So then I back up, and nothing worked. Now I'm unclogging these wheels, and then I'm going to try and go at it the other way, see what happens. Don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I hope it does, because I don't want to move hay or grass, whatever you want to call it, by hand. But it was all going good till we're almost done. There. This is what happens when you don't unclog it, or when it clogs up. It all gets wrapped around. And it's not fun to get it unclogged. But hopefully, if I go around it the other way, it'll work. Okay, we're going. Hopefully it works. Yeah, that did not work at all. We're gonna have to go mess with it by hand. we're here. Holy cow. This pile is up to my chest. This is not as easy as what I thought it was gonna be. I got the pile smoothed out. It's not the best job, but it was really heavy and wet. This crop sucks. It's so thick. What happened when the last clip, I'm pretty sure, when it all clumped up, just happened again on the end rows. I am not liking this. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to bale, I know that for a fact. These rows are extremely thick. It's just, I'm not liking this. Okay, let's hope this works. I moved the hay around, grass. Hopefully it's moved around enough to where it'll just file in smooth. I hope nothing else like this. I hope this is the only patch or pasture. Okay, it went through smooth. Too tight and everything. It is satisfying when a road just flops over. But I'm glad to be almost done with this pasture. This is a pain to do. Just had a clump up again for the third time. Second time in the last end row. But this was barely that bad. It's just that. Yeah, it's good now. So what this pasture is, it's pasture obviously with grass, and then it butts up right next to the field, and then there's a small patch of the field. Hold up. As I was saying, the pasture butts up with the field, which happens to be our biggest field, and then there's just a little square patch of the field that butts up with the pasture. And we just seeded that into alfalfa, so then we don't have to bother with this. which helps with how many bales we produce. But we still only cut it twice a year, beginning of summer and end of summer. So we have so much winter rye bales. Almost done with the big pasture, then we're on to 3 smaller ones, or 3 smaller fields, and then a waterway, and then another 3 small fields, maybe 4. Okay, we're done with that, with the big pasture. Now we get to go try out our new creek crossing and hope I don't snag a tire on the rake. That'd be a bad day. Work. Now we get to work raking up the small field, pasture, whatever you want to call it.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5. Well, when I woke up, she was looking at me. She told me I've been cheating on her in her dream. Lord, it wasn't a thing I could do or say to change her mind any way. She told me things was gonna change. If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Yeah, everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. All I've been domesticated. She told me top off her Jeep, the one I bought her when I sold my old.
Okay, now we're going back over the creek crossing. The field took 15 minutes, not long. Now we got this field to do, which won't take any longer. Okay, last pass. And then we're done with first crop. It's not very a big pass or thick pass, but we're done. Now we wait here for it to fold off, arc it, and go hook up to the baler and start baling. But I'm not baling, my dad is. So we'll just make the short track up to the farm or yard and then park this. Took about 3 hours to do it all, which isn't really bad. It's a lot of small patches with short rows. Some long, some short. Just depends on the part of the field. But put your guesses down below on how many bales you'll get. And then I might make a YouTube short about how many bales we get. Gotta make sure this won't hit. Looks like it'll be okay, so we'll unhook it right here. It should be fine. We just gotta grab the jack